a little bit tricky this weekend with late changes of plan according to the weather, which has actually been beautiful today. We are Dance Kaleidoscope, and we are going to dance some of the very, very old dances of England. So it's English country dancing. If you would like to come out and line up to the people at the table behind you. These dances came into existence, or at least into popular existence, after Cromwell took power in England. And the old aristocracy got thrown out, and the new ones wanted to do something a little different to all the formal Italian-style dances, court dances that have been being done. The dance that people are going to show you first is called Sapphire, and it has very, very beautiful music. Are you ready? Long intro. Up. They're going to show you a dance called Fandango, which originally would have been danced in a great big long line as well, in what they call the triple minor formation, because in the old days, only the most important couple at the event would begin the dance. And they would begin at the top of the set, and everybody else would join in as they met them down the line. And it could actually take anything up to 3/4 of an hour for each dance. Beveridge, he would employ a dancing master to come to your house to teach you all of the latest steps and figures of the dances. In modern times, we don't tend to use fancy stepping because it was very ballet-like, and you need to learn those things when your body is young and supple. And the dances changed over time. They were danced for a period of around 200 years, and over that time the way the dances were performed changed. But what was most important to you as a young lady or gentleman was to be graceful and to remember the steps, because that was how you showed that you were smart and that you could get your rich husband if you were a lady, and an elegant wife if you were a gentleman. Round pond is said, I would love to dance, thank you. Just let me put my gloves down. Thank you. So we are hoping that you will now enjoy Round Pond.
Yeah.